Hello, I apologize for using text-to-speech. This would have been a fun interactive video, but Pranith decided that he wanted to leave early 3 times when we were supposed to be writing the script. So now instead of a fun interactive video you get a cringy monotone text-to-speech video. Now what are tides? Tides are the alternate rising and falling of the sea, not the tide that cleans your clothes. Tides usually rise and fall twice in each lunar day at a particular place due to the attraction of the moon and sun. Because of the way the moon pulls the water and the earth, it creates something called a tidal bulge. When the moon and sun are aligned, the force is at its strongest point. This causes a very high tide and a very low tide. The scientific term for this type of tide is called spring tide. The opposite of a spring tide is when the moon, earth, and sun form a right angle, which is called a neap tide. There are 2 high tides and 2 low tides per day, normally. For the recorded high and low tides over 3 days we can create an equation to calculate tide height. This is the cause equation that you learned in class. Anyway, looking at the graph, the prediction line is a bit exaggerated on the high and low tides. This is so people will be over-prepared for what the tide might be and can plan accordingly. But who cares about tides anyway? Why do we need to find out what the tide is going to be? Tides can be used for numerous amount of reasons. More practical uses in Maryland are clamming and crabbing, in which you need low tide for. And in order to go boating or fishing you need high tide. I hope that only a few of you fell asleep during this monotone text-to-speech video. Now excuse me while I go and get my partner and force him to finish the literacy portion of our project.
Do it, little balls.